how'd you get your name? Because I was reading that like you had a nickname of that you used to give to the fiends.
Yeah, when I used to be out hustling, rest in peace to my man A-Rap, Jarrell. We used to be hustling on his spot, and like fiends would come up. And Moncks Corner is a small town, population less than 8,000, and the black community is probably even smaller. So I used to always tell the fiends my name was Charles or Charlie.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want them to go tell my pops, yo, your son back there hustling, whatever, whatever. Because I was young, so a lot of people didn't really make the connection, oh, that's Larry's son. So I used to always say my name was Charlie, and then when I started going to night school, I was just reading up on in a history book, and I came across Charlemagne. And Charlemagne was French for Charles the Great. And the name of his empire was the Carolinian dynasty. And I just was like, oh, Carolinian, Charles the Great. I was like, Charlemagne, I'm going to start calling myself Charlemagne. And when I started studying the 5% teachings of Islam, I was like, yeah, I'm going to start calling myself the God, Charlemagne the God.
So, are you Muslim?
The word Muslim means someone who is in submission to the will of God. So, yeah, I am Muslim. I'm also a Jehovah's Witness because I'm a witness to God's great glory. I'll consider myself a Christian too because I'm circumcised at the heart. Like, I don't claim any particular denomination. I feel like it's truth in every religion, But I just believe that there is a creator, and I believe that the term God can be an acronym for getting your own definition, and all of us can take different routes to get to our creator, or take different routes to have a connection to our creator. But I can go to a church and feel that connection. I can go to a mosque and feel that connection. I can be at home praying and feel that connection. So I don't claim any particular denomination. I don't claim any particular religion. I'm just a spiritual person.
True. And I see you got like mad tattoos, like
all
when
bullshit.
They understand any particular significant value.
All a bunch of stuff that I got when I was mad young. Wolverine from the X-Men, because I'm a comic book fiend. This is my name, Charlemagne, in old English letters. I got all of these when I was a teenager too. This right here is it says lust, greed, envy, hate. It's supposed to be the devil, money. And it's all going up in flames. And it says only Allah I fear. And this right here, these are my people. This is the only one that probably really has some significance. This is my guys, Never So Deep. One of my mentors in life, his name is Professor Robert Evans. His son, DJ Bless, Robert Evans Jr. Really good people that have impacted my life in a positive way. And, it's a brotherhood with NSD, Never So Deep. So,
sure.
One
of the things I always hear you spit on the microphone, and also you tweet a lot of times, and it feels like you live your life according to that motto. And I've realized ever since about like 2 to 3 years now, I feel like that's how I'm most comfortable living too.
What is it?
You always say live your truth.
Live your truth, man. Live your truth. When you live your truth, can't nobody use your truth against you. You ever seen the end of 8 Mile? When
exactly.
Eminem was battling that dude,
Mm-hmm.
Eminem said everything about himself that dude could possibly say. The dude couldn't say nothing.
That is true.
So it's like with me, Charlemagne, I'm short. I suffer from skin discoloration. I got a lisp.
The skin discoloration is just normally or something happened?
I have no idea.
No idea?
Couldn't tell you. And I've never done anything to try to correct it either. I'm just like, I'm one of those people. I'm like, I went to a skin doctor once. He was just like, it's just discoloration. I mean,
you could probably get that corrected though if you wanted, because you've always admitted it before anyone really pointed it out. Like I've heard you say things about yourself before anyone pointed it out.
Because people always said it to me, but then guess what? I have other people who be like, I love your skin. You got beautiful skin.
Okay.
So it's like, who do you listen to?
True.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that if you listen to anybody too much, it'll drive you crazy. Like my father always said, you're never as good as they say you are, and you're never as bad as they say you are. You're just somewhere in the middle. So me personally, I just leave it where it is. Like I don't care enough. It's just skin.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I'm not one of those people like that's gonna run out and get a nose job or bleach my skin.
Me personally, I think if you like denied it or you shied away from it, like anytime someone mentioned you try to shy away from it, you try to run away from it, like that's when people gonna get on you more. But once you're like, yo, that's me. That's just what it is.
It is that's me. Now what's next?
Exactly. So speaking of which, for example, like the Mr. C situation, like to everybody in the streets, it's looking one way that like he's not living his truth. Like everybody thinks he's homosexual. What would your advice be to him, or say you was his publicist, and he's going through that situation? It's like the 3rd or 4th time he's been caught with an alleged transsexual. What would you do?
I tell him to live his truth. Now listen, I was scared to death. I thought he was gonna get on that radio. This me from a a strictly radio standpoint. From a human standpoint, a moral standpoint, I would have loved if he would have did this. But from a radio standpoint, I was hoping he didn't do this.
Okay.
I thought he was going to get on that radio Monday morning. They was going to ask him, are you gay? And he was going to say yes. Game changer.
For the better or for the worse?
For the better. From a rate, because listen, you never, there's never such thing as a worse when you live your truth. The way hip hop is positioned me, it's this whole no homo, era we live in. I thought people would look at me different. Yeah, so many different people would have embraced him and uplifted him and empowered him. I wouldn't have had nothing to say.
You know what though? I think a lot of people, I agree with the exact stance, but I think a lot of people look at it saying he couldn't have done that because he's such a legendary figure. Like he's
so what?
Found Biggie.
And
I mean, I think
so. Hold up. So just because he comes out and says he's homosexual, he's still not the guy who discovered Biggie.
Because I think
hold up. So what? Because he came out and he said he's a homosexual, he's still not the guy who DJ for Big Daddy Kane. He's still not the guy that goes on that radio and does incredible mixes just because he's gay.
You're right, but I think for him, it then, even though I think lying it or denying it or just shying away from it still does the same thing. Once he comes out and says that, it puts like a nice asterisk right next to his name. And
why?
Because he's going to be the first. No one wants to be the first.
Why not?
You saw with the NBA.
Jason Collins prospering, and he sucks. No, he averaged 1 point a game.
Even he said it though. He said, "I didn't want to be the first, but it seems no one was coming."
Man, listen.
And he admitted that toward he's not signed for a team right now. So if he was signed for a team, that he's not.
Yes, but guess what? He's not signed to a team. He's not signed to a team because he's gay. He's not signed to a team because he sucks as a basketball player.
Exactly.
This guy's got a career average of 1 point a game. He's been in the league for 13 years. He's not going to get no better. Why would I waste my time and money signing him?
But he wasn't on a team. So like right now, even if he doesn't get signed, he's not really losing much. He didn't even think he was going to get signed again. So he's like, you know what? Let me just go out and at least I'll make some headlines. And also, to be honest, right now, like if you admit that you're gay in any arena, I think you're going to profit. You're going to profit.
I don't think people are doing it because they're trying to profit.
Look at Frank Ocean.
I don't think Frank Ocean did it for profit.
I never, other than that one Tumblr message he did saying, he didn't even say it was gay. He just said, I'm not straight, pretty much.
Maybe that's all he wanted to give us. Listen, you're not in.
That boosted his album sales. It was well timed.
Maybe, but you're right about that. I felt like that when it first happened too. But listen, I think it's two types of homosexuals on this planet. I think it's people who are in denial and on the down low. And I think it's people who just don't want nobody in their business. Either or is cool. Just because you're a public figure doesn't mean you have to bring us into your life. I will say this is the age of transparency. So everybody sees through things. Sure. So being that everybody's seeing through things, you might as well give them a little peek. Because if you give them a little peek, they'll stop snooping. You give them a little peek, they'll stop trying to tear your shit up, ramshack your shit to see what's going on in there.
You think that's what's going on with Kanye right now?